March Madness is here. This is the time where college athletes are going to get the most attention they've ever gotten in their collegiate athletic careers. But let's be real, not everybody is the star player or playing for a big name school. So does that mean you have to miss out? No. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down how high school and college athletes can make the most out of tournament season to grow their brand and open themselves up for NIL opportunities, even if they're not the star player or playing in a packed arena. So what's holding athletes back when it comes to tournament season? I think it all starts with the mindset. Many athletes are going into tournament season with the mindset thinking that NIL success is just for the big name athletes. Because of that, they may feel like they're overlooked or that they don't have as many opportunities or options. But in reality, you're going to miss this huge moment to leverage this opportunity anytime you sell yourself short. Every athlete, yes, you too, can make the most out of this moment and execute and grow no matter what level you play at. So going into tournament season, it's going to start with having the right mindset. So why is this a big deal? Every year, March Madness gets bigger and bigger. And now that college athletes and high school athletes can capitalize on their name, image, and likeness, opportunities are getting bigger and bigger. And honestly, I'm tired of seeing athletes miss opportunities. I don't necessarily blame them, but I think there has to be a moment of reflection and accountability so they can understand why they're missing the mark and start moving in the right direction. For example, something that is really easy to do, they aren't being consistent with creating content. During tournament time, brands are looking for new ways to get their name and their logo out in front of the public, in front of this mass audience of college basketball fans. So brands are going to be paying attention, of course, to how athletes are performing during tournament season, but also they're going to be looking at their content and what they stand for. And a lot of people think that brands just pay attention to numbers, but honestly, they pay attention to engagement. So you want to make sure that you're creating content that catches their attention and you're presenting yourself in a way that is engaging, fun, authentic, positive. And if you're not doing that, your fans and brands are not really going to connect to that. People connect with authenticity. And yes, while your highlight reels are going to get you more likes, creating engaging content over a long period of time done strategically is going to benefit athletes much, much more. Also, athletes are lacking strategy on how to leverage tournament season. Honestly, going into tournament season, you should have already had a strategy before you went into it and while you're in it. But don't worry, if you don't have a true plan or you don't even really know what the plan should be, stay to the end of the video because I'm going to be sharing a free resource that you can take advantage of that's going to get you on the right track. Also, when it comes to a lack of strategy, many athletes are waiting for brands and deals to come to them instead of putting themselves out there and going after the opportunities. I talk to athletes all the time about not making the assumption that people know who you are and really having the mindset that people don't really know you exist. And I know that seems like self-hating, but it's not. In my opinion, it keeps you in a ready and hungry mode where you're ready to present yourself, you're ready to execute your plan. You are not scared to showcase who you are to the public and to brands. So when a brand reaches out to you, you're ready to go. You're not just assuming, oh, they know my content. They know what I'm about. They know what school I play for. They may know some of that stuff, but really getting to know you and connect with you, that's when you are in that ready to go spirit. And to me, I think that comes from not assuming that people really know who you are. Lastly, I think that this is a big deal because a lot of athletes are falling into that comparison trap. They see other athletes going viral all over TV and they see them getting deals and they second guess whether they can actually do the same thing. But if I'm being honest, I've seen athletes at smaller schools do way more with their platform than D1 athletes because they know how to capitalize on the moment. They are working hard in the background, executing their plan, posting and creating content consistently, and being authentic. They aren't waiting for someone to just hand them a deal. They're not waiting for someone to bring them new opportunities. They're going out and creating their own opportunities. So remember, don't let what others doing keep you from doing anything. So what's the fix? Number one, document your journey. And I'm going to be honest, this is something that I even struggle with, building my brand, making sure that I'm documenting all the things that I am doing so I can understand why it would not be intuitive for an athlete to just want to document everything that they're doing. But understand, like, you don't have to be the star player or playing in the big national championship in order to do something like this. It can be as simple as capturing your game day routines, your practices, any behind the scenes moments, any opportunities to share your mindset shifts, or anything other college athletes might be struggling with. This is going to give your fans and other people and brands insight of who you are and what content to expect from you. And remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. This is your content. It's going to give you a lens and a perspective into who you are. So make sure you're doing it authentically and making sure you're just doing it because that's what really matters. Number two, you want to engage with your audience during peak moments. And what does that mean? That means posting relevant content online during high peak moments, but also engaging with them. So for example, something simple that I've seen others do is they may share something on their stories and then somebody else may come around and repost it on their stories. Well, responding with a simple comment, thanks, love that, blah, 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 whatever, and reposting their comment is a way for you to engage in real time in a really simple way. And it doesn't take a lot of time or effort, but it still can be seen as meaningful. And also remember, in the case of March Madness, people are already talking about the tournament anyway. So make sure you join in the conversation. Remember, this does not have to be you being the star athlete or the player, the biggest player making the winning shot. You can engage with many fans in so many ways during tournament time. So don't just exclude yourself from those peak moments just because you're not playing in the big game or you're not making the game winning shot. And remember, the key is engagement. Actually, when people are engaging with your content, this signals the algorithm to show it to more people. So it would be able to show it to your audience and new people that will be exposed to your brand. So that's why I say make sure you engage during those peak moments where you are able to capture your audience, and hopefully it's going to turn into you getting new audience members. Lastly, number three, you want to position yourself for post-season opportunities. The way you show up now is going to affect your summer and off-season opportunities. Don't wait to start branding yourself. Start doing it now. Make sure that your social media is primed with the right information, that you're actually responding to your DMs and your emails promptly and professionally. You also want to get into a rhythm of posting consistently and being aware of what your content pillars are. What are content pillars? Content pillars are those topics that you are going to specifically post about on your social media so that your brand doesn't seem all over the place. When a brand or a person comes to your page, they're going to see consistency. They're going to see congruentness as far as who you are. They're going to be able to really tell what you like, what you're about, and what you believe in and what interests you. Make sure you're establishing what your content pillars are very early on as you are developing that consistency of posting and creating content. And remember, tournament time is supposed to be that mechanism that's going to help create that momentum so that you can post consistently and create content consistently in the future. For me, myself, whenever I'm going from idea phase to creation phase to posting phase, over time, it starts to get easier and I start to get in this groove. So it's definitely going to apply to you, and it's going to get more easier in that stage of where you didn't really know what to post or you didn't know really what was going to get engagement. You're going to start to see results over time, and it's really going to guide you into what you really want to focus on as far as your content and what's really going to get you results. If any of these solutions that I gave you seem foreign or unclear, don't worry. I'm encouraging you to take my athlete NIL and brand assessment. The brand assessment is going to score you on multiple categories related to NIL and branding. At the end, you're going to learn what you should be doing and how you can start positioning yourself to win. The link for the assessment is in the description box. So make sure you complete that so you can go out here and win. And don't forget to share and like this video, and make sure you subscribe and share this with someone who can take advantage of this. Let's go out here and win during tournament season.